everybody, this is Pat in the paper closet. Today we're going to be working on one of the last things we need for our blue journal. I've taken all the papers that I have left over. I have a pile over here and I can't see the whole thing. And we're going to make a masterboard. And a masterboard is nothing but a collage. Then you take this collage or a masterboard and you cut it into tags and journal cards, whatever else you want. You could, of course, use it as a cover to a book, but for our purposes, we're going to use it to make tags and journaling cards. So what you do is you take a piece of, now I had these all arranged, but of course, every time I move something, it's in a different order. So I'm just going to take off some of these. I'll never remember where they were, so it won't look like this. That's the cool thing about this. Every time you make one, they're different. So I want to do the top and the side edge first. I don't remember where that went already. Okay, I'm going to start in this corner here. So I'm going to start putting down, we're going to use a glue stick. Because wet glue, we're working with a piece of copy paper, so that it won't be so thick when we cut it. And I'm just going to cover the side, making sure I get the edges in the corner. Alright, and I'm going to do some of the top so I can get some of those papers down. And hope it doesn't dry too quick. I'm working on my mat so I can wipe it off today. Okay. This one I had planned on putting in the corner, and I'm not going to put it fully on. I just want part of it. Try to put it straight. So when we're finished, we'll trim off whatever's hanging off. Okay, push that down. Get it glued. Not enough glue around here. I will, when I'm finished, when it's dry, see if I have any edges sticking up, and then I will use wet glue to glue down any loose edges. Okay, on the end, I think I had this piece. I want it hanging off a little. Now some pieces are torn, and others are just cut with the scissor. I'm just overlapping things. Okay. Now next, what did I have? I think it was a piece of this book page. And this bottom, I don't want that torn edge either. Alright, need a little more glue over here. You just arrange them in any order you want. Sideways, upside down, straight up and down. Torn edges, straight edges. Colors. Okay, now up here I had, what do I have up there? Good question. I think it's graph paper. Alright, we'll try this piece. I'm going to overlap it a little on this piece. Put it down. Glue soak here. Okay. Now I'm going to work on this section. I think I had, don't know what I had. How about a piece of this right here? And we'll leave it with torn edges. It does use quite a bit of glue stick. Just going over the edges a little. Okay. Now lay it. We don't want everything even and straight, so we'll make it overlap. Okay. this way now, the top edge. These are all the leftover pieces from all the papers I used in the journal. Cutting pockets, making tags. So, that was silly of me to try to arrange it before I did it. Now I'm trying to remember how I had it. I know this wasn't here. The green piece. I want some of this green in here. I'll overlap it. Okay. And I put it on cookies, but that's okay. I can pick it up. Nothing has to be straight, but I just wanted that one straight. Okay, now I'm going to go this way. I had this piece in the corner. I'm just going to start it in the corner and then I'll glue it down the rest. So I have it there. And here, don't know what I had. How about this book page? I'm all off my plan. Nothing's the same as I had it arranged, but that's okay. It'll look just as fine. Up there. Okay, I'm gonna put some glue to get the rest of this down. Trim the end. Okay, that's down. Now I can put what was here. I have some of this dark paper in here. I don't want too much. So if I put it down, I can cover up part of it. I'll do that. To this side, and then I can cover up this end so it won't be too much of that darker color. And I need a small piece in the middle. I'm going to tear a small piece of handwriting. Need a square. Excuse me. Okay. Down. Now, this bottom piece I should do. I think I have this handwriting paper down here. I'll put this in the corner. Good idea. So you just arrange your papers however you want. Whatever colors you're using. No two will come out the same. There is no way to plan out how you're going to arrange this. I'm overlapping this here so I can cut off the trim on the edge. And this in the corner. Okay, it'll work this way. I think I could put this larger piece here. If you don't like the way something looks, you can always change it by adding a little piece of paper on the top of it. Okay, put that down. Now I have a little piece of graph paper I could put. I want the torn edge on this, so I'm going to put that down last. I'm going to put a piece of this next. Not too big. Trying to get all my corners glued down. Put that there. And then I'll put, what else do I have? Maybe a piece of green. And that'll look good. Put that there. I don't want them all even, but I want to cover up the hole. Okay. Not too even. Up a little. Okay. And my graph paper, or I have one of those right there. Don't want any dark. How about some more book page? Small pieces of I need. Right there. I was going to ink up the edges of these papers, but then I changed my mind. Maybe on the next one. I think I just want them all clean. And now I can put down, I do want a piece of this graph paper in here. I'm running out of glue stick. Alright, we filled in the whole page. Very good. Pretty good press. Make sure everything's stuck. When it's all dry, I'm going to trim off all these excess pieces. And then we'll come back and I'm going to do some stamping on it. Just to add a little more interest. Oh, I think that came out pretty good. So when we cut it up into tags, you're not going to get this whole thing. My tags will probably be 2.5 by maybe 3. And the journaling cards, maybe 3.25 by... can't make them too big. This is a small journal. Maybe 3 3/4 inches long by 3 inches high. So that would fit here. And we'll get another small tag. So it'll all be pieces of this. You won't see this whole menagerie of papers. Okay, I'm going to get another glue stick to fix that. Alright, so I'm going to let this dry. And then we'll come back and trim it and stamp it. And then we'll cut it up into tags and journaling cards. Okay, my paper is dry. All the glue has dried. I've stamped a few stamps that I found, a few word stamps. I don't have too many stamps other than like holiday. So I've done that. I'm becoming a real junk journalist. I found a scrap of paper on the floor and I glued it on my MASTERBOARD. Alright, so I'm just going to trim this off now. Get it as close to the edge as I can. To the cotton paper. Really doesn't have to be too straight because I'm cutting this up. Okay. trying to make sure I'm holding this in the camera and cut. There we go. It's a little snippet over here. Alright, so there we have it. 8.5 by 11 inches. Let me get some of this off my board here. There it is. And I think it needs a little more something. I have it upside down. No, I don't. That's right. Yeah. So what I decided was, I tested this out on a piece of scrap paper. And I'm just going to do a few little squares. Since I don't have any stamps that are not holiday. One there. In these lighter areas, I'll stamp. It's just a little something. Okay, it's gonna get cut up. Alright. And now I'm gonna cut this. I figured how I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna make my tags 2.5 by 4 and my journal cards 3 by 4. So since this is 8.5 by 11, if I do 2 4s, that'll be 8, and it'll leave me 3 inches on the end. I could either cut a journaling card or, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna start cutting 4 inches, 4 inches. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my cutter. Trying to plan it so I get as much out of the sheet as I can. So, I want a 4-inch piece. But I only want to cut up to 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. I'm about there. Make sure it's straight. Okay. 4 down to about 3. You see this little line on the blade? Kind of line it up with your ruler here. So that's about 3. So that'll work. And I'm going to cut another one, put that at the 4-inch mark right here. Put my blade on the end. Now I can't see where my 3 is. Get my ruler. And upside down. Okay. 3 is right here. That should be good. So now I can cut these. I can actually turn it over here. 3 inches to get me down to my cut line. Line it up. Get it to the end. I cut the whole sheet. Did you see what I did? Oh well. There's my small journaling card. That's for the smaller journal. I can't make bigger size. So I got these two. You see how the patterns, they really look great on this card. So you take the big sheet and you cut it up and you never know what you get. Okay, now I have another, see my tags are gonna be 2.5 inches wide. I've cut off 3 inches, so if I cut off another 3, that's 6. That'll give me exactly 2.5 on the end. So I'm gonna cut these 3. Can't believe I cut all the way through. I wasn't supposed to. Try and go down to where I ended. That's 3. Okay. Put this back in. Cut this at 4. 4, and this one is also a 4. Not bad. Trim that off. So there's another one. I now have 3 journaling cards. And this one, there we go. Very good. Okay, I have this left now to make tags. See where I messed up and cut. Oh, that's this piece. I'll use it for a small journal card. Okay, I said 2.5 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Won't give me very much. I'll get 2 tags out of here. 2.5. All the way down. Cut 1 at 4. And I'll have another small piece. I can make a cluster or something out of it. And I have another journaling card. Oh, this is make a tag, that's right. I want to cut the corners. So, let me figure this out. I don't have half marks over here. Cut that off. I'm just going to take this piece, line it up in the corner, try and get them almost the same. Get my pencil. Just make a little mark. Close enough. And now I can cut that off straight. Unlike my pencil mark, which is not straight. There we go. So we have a tag. That's 1 tag. I get another tag out of this. This is actually 3 inches wide. I'll make a wider tag. 3 by 4. And I'll have another small piece. Use this for something. And this one I'm going to try again. Wish they had 1/2 inch marks over here. Make it a lot easier. Looks too small, doesn't it? Maybe if they go this way. No, that'll cut my whole card. Alright, I have to guess. That's about 1/2. Take my corner, put it over here. It's a wide tag, but it'll work in this journal. Short and stubby. I'm just going to try this again. Half there. Half and half. Not bad. Good guess. Turn this off. All I have to do is punch some holes and I have some tags. And that's what I did with my board. I actually lost my piece of paper that is stuck on there. Oh well. Oh, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the camera's tripod. Let's see how they're gonna look in our journal. I put my pocket on the front. We need a tag here. I have to still punch a hole and put ribbon in there, but it'll work. I may put some glue on these. Make it a little tighter. They're a little too loose. Just gonna put a little bit of glue under here. Make it a little narrower. On the other side. And the glue's not cooperating. Comes out and then it stops. Okay, let's try it again. Please come out. There we go. Alright, so that narrowed the pocket a little bit. This one didn't stick. I'm gonna let it dry a minute and then I'll put the tag in there. Okay. Where else do we need a tag? Put one in here. That goes well. I have to punch holes and tie ribbon in all of these. Or crochet thread is what I was using. And we have our journal cards. You can go in here and you can write on the back. Pocket there. No. That has a card. This one needs something. I'll put this in here. Another journal tag. Maybe I'll stamp one of my squares on there. How's that? The corner. Needs something. Very lightly. Put one over here. Okay. And another pockets I have here. This one. I can put one of these smaller ones in here. No, it doesn't fit. Wrong ways. There we go. I have to ink these all up, which I forgot. Let's see how they look with some ink on them. Where was it going? This way fits. Much better. Okay, so I'll ink the edges of the rest that I put in. This one needs something. One of these bigger ones. Color out here. Very good. And they round the corners of these also. A pocket. I'll put this small one in here. Side pocket. Put this one in. I only have one more piece left. I have a tag. Maybe I don't need any more. It works out pretty well. No, I don't. I'm leaving these pages all blank for lots of journaling.
Sorry, I didn't find a cable device in TV.
My Alexa's talking and no one's here. thing is strange. Okay, I'm not going to get carried away with the stamping. If I have some other stamps, but that's just fine. Oh, I used my tag that I was going to put in here. I don't have to swap things around. That'll, there we go. Let's ink it up. I'll switch one of the bigger ones with this little tiny one. I'll have the word Spire stick out. Almost. There we go. Okay, so we have our front pocket. I'm going to ink up all these tags and put the ribbons on them. And then I'll come back. I'm going to corner around some of these corners. And I'll give you a full walkthrough of the whole thing. I found some more charms that I may put on it too. So I may do that. Okay, so that's it. So I hope you try making a collage board. It was fun. See what you can make out of it. Take all your scraps. Just glue them on a piece of copy paper in bits. Let it dry. Trim it off and you cut it up in pieces. Okay, hope you like this video. Please give it a try. And I'll be back soon with a full flip through of the whole book. Okay, thank you for coming. Please subscribe and hit the like button. By hitting the like button, you get me more subscribers because my video is pushed out to more people. So, thank you. I'll see you soon.